That is a shiny sofa. I like it.
I'm just saying, we're glad we both sort of went for it. If I was in black, I think we'd be embarrassed. But like, if not now, when, you know?
Exactly. If not now, when? That's the motto, isn't it, for our lives? Yeah. Now, Oti, I don't want to embarrass you, but Oti is quite a big fan of yours, Justin.
Oh, I know. When I met him backstage, I was like, you guys have to keep quiet and remain calm. And I was like, oh. And I was like, and behave.
No, because you used to dance, not with Justin, but, like, to Justin.
Yeah, so when growing up in South Africa, we have a lot of your music, and we used to sing, Señorita, I feel for you, as a cha-cha all the time.
Oh, wow.
It's one of my favourites, yes.
I mean, it was a good cha-cha. You know, it was a quality cha-cha.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
That warms my cold heart. Thank you.
And Justin and Anna, you're in England. Now, Justin, is it British food you're particularly fond of?
Yes, I'm a big fan of the sticky toffee pudding.
Of course.
Scones.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that got a reaction. Sticky toffee, they were like, oh, he's our sort of person.
Yeah. Just carbs. However, just bread. Any type of bread I can have.
What did you say, scone or scone?
Scone.
That's somewhere in between.
Is that?
You've got to commit.
Yeah, no, I'll just say scone then.
Scone.
Yeah, I like a scone.
Oh, but faces down there.
Well, you're going to get trolled.
Honestly,
you got to say, yeah, always working. Yeah, my
Troll World Tour. Coming out soon.
People don't like that. It's either scone or scone. You have to say, or you'll get, like, abuse. You will get abuse.
Oh.
Yeah.
People in Devon and Cornwall will kick off.
Good. All right, good to know.
No, they do. Yes. They really care.
You genuinely look scared. They will.
No,
I like the cream and then the jam.
Oh, no.
This is going very wrong.
Why did you say that?
I love how contentious. I love what this does. This also warms my cold heart.
Because, Anna Kendrick, you've noticed something about British people and the way they speak, that we do a funny thing.
Well,
we think it's funny.
No, I mean, I love every regional accent, every dialect. I'm a big fan.
You're not getting into that scone mess.
Please don't hurt my neck. But I like that because there's so many accents to such a small country, everybody sort of puts on different voices when they're doing little bits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a thing where I was checking into a hotel and somebody came out and said, "Oh, do you need help with your bags?" And I thought they were doing a bit. So I went, "Oh, I've been traveling all day, I have no idea." And then they kept talking like that. So I had to, like, slowly transition out of it. And I know that sounds like an exaggeration of their voice, but then I was back in the country several years later, and they were on TV on Gogglebox, because it was Steph and Dom from Gogglebox. So they actually talk like that.
That is hilarious. I never knew that was a real hotel bed and breakfast thing.
Yeah.
But you stayed there.
I stayed there.
Yeah.
And accidentally made fun of them to their face.
Alan, what's that story you have about
Yeah, a very good friend of mine. She was going through a really stressful time, and a lovely aunt said, "Listen, I'm going to get you a head massage." So she went to this clinic, had a head massage. She was in the room, and the woman said, "Can you take your knickers off?" Bit weird for a head massage. Okay, yeah. So she took her knickers off, and she's like that. And then the woman came back in. She was South African. She went, "No, Nicholas." She's like, "Oh,
We call it a necklace. Nicholas, take your necklace off.
Yeah, take your necklace off.
I get it.
I love the way you've explained the joke back to me. I love it. I know, I told you.
Yeah, that's funny because... Yeah. OK, let's start tonight with the big family movie of the week, Trolls World Tour. It's out on the 13th of April. And it is... I mean, what does it say up there? Happiest movie ever. And it really is. It's such a positive, colourful, kind of irresistible thing. You're back as Branch. You're Poppy. Where do we find you when we meet you this time? What's going on? What gives in
Well,
Troll
Poppy's
World?
the queen now.
Yeah.
So she's just crushing things. And so they discover that there's other kinds of trolls. So we meet, Branch and Poppy and the gang in the first movie. And then they discover that there are all these other kinds of trolls that look different and sound different. And they are represented by one style of music. So there's like country trolls and techno trolls and classical trolls. And we go on an adventure and we meet all these different kinds of trolls.
What were you going to add?
Well, sidebar, Anna and I have deduced that every time we try to describe the plot to the first Trolls or the second Trolls, we sound like we're on some sort of substance.
For sure.
Yeah. So follow me, right? There's these trolls. And they find out there's other trolls. Yeah. And right there, you're like, you're on drugs, right? But eloquently described.
Thank you.
Well
Yes.
done. Yeah.
We've got a clip. This is the two of you as Poppy and Branch exploring the world. We should also mention the soundtrack. Another great soundtrack. Justin as executive music producer. And now, obviously, Anna Kendrick, we know you can sing from the Pitch Perfect movies and these movies and things. But was it in Pitch Perfect you had to kind of find your inner rapper?
Oh, God, yeah. That was... Well, okay, so in the...
We all have an inner rapper inside of us, right?
As I found out.
We're all inspired. Sorry.
In the movie, I do the rap from No Diggity, but it's supposed to be funny that I'm kind of awkward and doing the rap from No Diggity. And then for the soundtrack version, they were like, no, like, really go for it, really get into it. And I was having a hard time, so I had to imagine myself as like a very well-endowed gentleman with, various ladies of the evening and hot tubs and Lambos, etc. I really showed them. What is this? This is me being tough. Do you not believe that?
I totally do.
Because, Justin, now, you explored different musical genres with your music. And now, the Rolling Stones, they asked you... You'd just gone solo. Is this right?
Yes.
And the Rolling Stones said, we love Justin Timberlake, come be part of our world.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It was a charity event that you get a call from the... I'll just pick this name up after I drop it, Mick Jagger. And he says, we want you to come and play the event. And so I said, sure. It was in Toronto. You would think, Canadians are historically a peaceful people. And I show up to the show. I look at the bill, and it's the Rolling Stones and AC/DC and the Guess Who, and you get the picture. And like somewhere in there, me. And I just, it was a bit of a blur. But I just remember saying to the band before we went on stage, I don't think this is gonna go well. But little did I know, I had no idea how bad it was going to go, because we came on stage, and all of a sudden, from the first 2 rows of probably, I think this festival in one day housed 500,000 people.
Wow.
So that was crazy. But all of a sudden, bottles of urine were then thrown on the stage. It wasn't always good times for me, you guys. But
500,000, that's a lot of piss, 500,000 people. That's...
Well, just the first 2 rows.
Rows, yeah.
So
Wait,
Do they have it?
do it
or do they have
Was
it
that
like
pre-planned?
all of these questions I had going through my brain as I tried to at least remember lyrics that I actually wrote to the first song that I'm playing. So yeah, it was. I still have
Unanswered questions.
I still have a lot of trauma
Yeah.
from this incident. And after the first song, the host of the festival comes out and he's like, and I was like, no, man, I'm staying out here. We're doing this. Wow. And so then the plastic-contained urine continued to
Rain
fly
down
at us.
on
And
you.
I was having this, at the first song, I was at the mic and I was like, moving around and singing at the same time. And was kind of impressed with myself. And then the second song was Senorita.
I feel for you.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. Next time.
That's making the story easier to tell. Thank you. And I play a Rhodes electric piano on that song, so then all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, oh no, I'm immobile. Like, I'm stuck at the piano. So it was this thing then. And then after that song, either one of two things happened. Either they ran out of nerve, because they knew that I was going to stay there, or they ran out of urine. So, kids, be tenacious.
Yeah. That's where it dried up. Beautiful. Inspiring story. Yeah. But have you done the weird thing on Strictly where you've got to dance in front of the famous pop star?
Yeah, so we call it music act. So every professional dancer has to dance in front of a famous musician.
But they always look a bit put out, the famous musicians.
So how they do it, or how Strictly describes it, is that because we are a dancing show, it's more about the professionals dancing and the singers are singing there for the dancers. Because usually how it works is that we're background dancers, and so
Yeah.
with Strictly we kind of want to give the dancers a forefront.
But, like, the singers, you can see the singers, like, because you're getting rounds of applause during their song, and you can tell them...
Some of them don't thank you at the end. Some of them don't, do they?
Yeah.
Some of them are like this, but some of them are like... You get a bit of bad attitude.
Well, I've never had bad attitude. I've really enjoyed it.
You'll never get that response from me.
You never clap, you will clap.
Of course.
Yes!
But you would never get that too.
Because, you know, they ask me to go on Strictly every year, and I say, honestly, and I say no, because you know why? Those shitty VTs in the middle. I've got to learn to do the salsa, so I'm going to a dips factory. You know what I mean? I'm like, no.
So true.
I haven't got time to go to Chester Zoo. I've got to learn an Argentine tango. I mean, I would do it, but I'm none of that faffing about. None of that. I need to concentrate.
By the way, you have a signature move, don't you? You do have a signature...
Well, I used to be able to slut drop, but I can't anymore. I can't. And do not.
You can still do it.
I mean, now, listen, that floor will be like the stage of the Rolling Stones. Honestly, I'm at that age now. We'll have one of those yellow signs for spillage. I do that one. I'm at that age. I like that oops upside your head because you get the sit down. Do you know what I mean?
For what?
Oops upside your head. I say oops upside. You're on the floor.
I don't know it.
Do you like...
This one.
Oops upside your head. I say oops upside your head. Upside your head. You see what I mean? That's it.
You're just teasing. You're just teasing the producers of Strictly.
Call me.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans of dance moves will love this Saturday, 6:45 on BBC One, as The Greatest Dancer continues. So, Oti, you are one of the judges.
Yes.
If people haven't seen the show, how do you describe it to them?
Well, this is a dance show when anybody with any dance capability can enter. So we first have about 4 weeks of audition stages, and there's this magic mirror. And if the audience, 75% of the audience think you're good enough, they vote yes, and the mirror opens. And then you make it through to the live show.
And then we're in a huge auditorium, and it honestly makes me cry.
Yeah,
it's so...
Like that 98-year-old lady,
yeah, Dinky. With her tan. Yeah. She was lovely.
So we're in the live shows now.
Yes.
And you've got 2 acts left, is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So far, you've got the Veil left. Now, is she going to attempt to jump them? What's happening?
So that week, the challenge was Best of British. And so I think all the challenges were, what do we love the most, or happens a lot with the British public? And their theme was queuing. Yeah? Because we queue for everything in this country. Coffee.
I would love to see a queue like that.
Like that, yeah. That's what they look like in Starbucks in the UK.
Yeah. Someone's just like...
Do you have oat milk? I'm Derek. free. Now, your other acts are Michael, and is it Joita?
It's Jovita.
Jovita.
I call her Jovita, but it is
Now,
what it is.
this is possibly their last dance.
Their
And
first.
she looks like she's going to die. No, because I look at her and I look at those arms and I think they're not catching her. And actually, if you look at her face, she doesn't think it. Look, she's looking at me and thinking, what am I doing? Why did I agree to this?
That was their first show ever on TV. So they're from Poland.
Wow.
And for them to just come to this country for this show, I think it's amazing. And that jump actually was supposed to be not that high. So we had rehearsed it, and it was about a table, just like that.
Yeah.
And then we got there, and everybody went, oh my goodness. And she's like, I'll do it. It's easy. I'll just jump. It's easy. You'll catch me. Michael, you catch me. Michael, you catch me. Michael, you catch me. And he caught her.
And what did he say?
He was like, yes, Jovita, what do you say I do? What do you say I
All right, we've got a clip of you preparing your acts for this week's show.
do? Oh, goodness. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1. Passion. She's like, and you're like, hi, Jovita. So that needs to make sense. And Michael, shape, more. Ba, 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 ba. And now, what? That was so slow.
Wow. And the judges on this, because there's this kind of competitive thing, and it seems real, or is it slightly kind of hyped up for the cameras?
It is competitive. Like Cheryl, Todrick, Matthew, they mean business. Everybody's like, I see you. I'm coming for you, girl.
But also, I really like that you've been quite open that when Matthew Morrison came on the show, you just didn't like him. Did not like him. No.
No, let me explain. Don't make this so juicy. You make it sound so juicy.
You said it.
So I love Grey's Anatomy. And I think everyone knows Matthew from Glee, and he was Mr. Shue, and he was this lovely man. And on Grey's Anatomy, though, he was this really crazy, abusive husband. And so I just watched that episode, and I was tired. I came from tour, and they told me about this dance show, and then they say, you have to do the pilot. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even ask who else is on the panel. I was like, listen, it's a job. I need to get paid. I'm here for it. I'm trying to buy a house. Yeah.
I like that level of honesty.
Work is work.
I don't care what it is.
It was just a dance show. So I got there, and I met Cheryl, and she was really nice. She's like, oh, Oti, how are you? Nice to meet you. And I was like, okay, Cheryl. And then comes this guy, and I'm like, ooh. So we had like a little moment. It was literally like a little, and then he's
You're
like,
freaking me
yeah,
out.
I know, right? And he is the most beautiful human being that you ever seen. And he's like, hi, Oti. My name is Matthew. Really nice to meet you.
But I'm you, and I don't trust you.
Exactly. So then I went, oh, you're so nice. And he's like, thank you. I was like, are you though? And he was just looking at me, and I was like, I saw your episode on Grey's Anatomy, and I can see you. And it was the thing that we had the whole time. So if he was looking at me, I'm like, I'm not the one. I'm not the whole time.
Now, you mentioned there on Greatest Answer the thing of the no age limits. And, like, this is an odd coincidence. Anna and Justin, both of you applied to appear on the same kids' TV talent show.
One of us made it.
Star Search. You did apply, though, didn't you?
I did apply. I mean, I sent in a video. I'm being blasé about it now. Like, I sent in one video, but no, I really wanted to do it. It's fine.
What did you do on the video? What did we miss?
I sang something. I was wearing a very frilly pink shirt, and I sang something. I don't know. It was a disaster, and I'm very glad that all the tapes have been burned.
Well, you'll be excited to know that... No, we haven't. But we do. Because Justin, you made it to the final.
I was not informed that I was coming here to be roasted. I feel like...
This is a celebration. You're in the final. You're in the
You
top
made
two.
it, darling. You made it. You're living the dream.
And at this age, you were Justin Randall. Okay.
Yeah, the whole so Star Search was sort of the original Idol
Yes.
in a way. My first lesson in show business.
Yeah.
Really.
Are you 9 in this? Or...
I can't believe you're going to show this.
We're only showing a little bit, but it's very impressive, ladies and gentlemen. And we're talking...
Do you want backstory, or do you just want to just...
I think let's have backstory after.
Okay, all right. I'll just drink then.
Well, no, unless you wanted to... Well, you give us forward story.
No. Go ahead. Roll the clip, Graham. It's great to be here.
It's adorable.
It's fine.
It's adorable.
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. This is Justin Randall. Justin Randall.
I'm fine.
Giving his all, ladies and gentlemen.
Call my doctor on the telephone. Tell me, doctor, something's wrong. I keep shaking and down too far. They tell me what your symptoms are.
Beautiful. But now, you didn't want to do that. Is that the story?
Well, I certainly wanted to be on the show.
Yeah,
I was kind of the kid who grew up in Tennessee. Everybody played football, and I was like, I want to learn how to sing and play the piano. And so I was sort of the odd man out, so to speak.
Yeah.
And this came along. You auditioned at a mall, like an open call audition, and at that time, I think I was 9 or 10. And I was just really discovering all these different styles of music. And I was really into soul music. So I auditioned with like Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman. I was giving it, man. I was giving it.
Oh, I wish we had a tape of that.
And I'm sure you can dig one up, Graham, after that. And also, at that time, Garth Brooks was like the biggest pop star on the planet. I mean, specifically in America. So I auditioned also with a Garth Brooks song. So I get to, you make it on the show, and
Oh, it's fine. It's me.
sorry. And honestly, I feel like I remember saying to my mom at this point, we get there, and they're like, okay, we want you to do this, and we're gonna pick the outfit, and and I was like, oh, this isn't a talent show. This is a TV show.
Yeah.
And I looked at my mom and I was like, it's a free trip to Disney, Mom.
Aww.
Let's have the greatest time ever. And the wonderful girl who I sang against did this beautiful like musical theater thing, and I kind of came out and I was like, all right, yeah. But it was a wonderful experience, and that was my first hip shake on TV.
Yeah.
Highly inappropriate.
But can I just say, your mother raised you so well, because the bit I like the most about this thing is
at the end.
When you
The end. This is amazing, because putting adults in this sort of situation is hideous enough, but to put children in this situation, just look how well Justin Timberlake copes with this horrible situation. Here we go.
All right, let's find out. Who judges will it be? Anna Nardona gets 4 stars, a perfect score. Our challenger, Justin Randall, receives 3¼ stars. Anna Nardona. All right, congratulations for you, and good luck to you, young man. Come here, give me a handshake, pal. Good luck, partner. Okay.
Like, you win. That's winning. Let's move on, because Alan Carr is going on tour, everybody. Yes, he is. It's called Not Again, Alan. Is that how you say it?
Well, you know, we have a mutual friend, Andreas.
Oh, yes, yes.
He's the one who gave me the title.
Oh.
I said, I've got an announcement. I'm going on Toys Are Not Again, Alan. He can be a bit downbeat, can't he, Andreas? So I said, well, I'm going to have that, yes. And it's basically all about what's happened in the last 4 years since I last toured.
Well, it starts 5th of September and it goes till December the 19th. And now the poster, am I right in thinking that's based on a Mills and Boon novel or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want a photo of me with a microphone and a suit going, you know, so... And it's about love and it's about me getting married. So I thought, well, romantic, Mills and Boon, yeah, let's do it.
And so you mentioned it there, so you are, since the last tour, you got married?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes.
With a celebrity celebrant?
Yes, Adele got ordained and married us in her back garden, me and Paul, and it was just absolutely amazing, and she planned it all. It was absolutely perfect. The best day of my life, and it was just great.
Lovely.
But, you know, in America, you have to go and get your license, and the woman said, "Who's marrying you?" I said, "Adele, my ass." But it's all in her house, in her back garden, and there's flowers, there's photos of our family, which I don't know where she'd got. There was a man playing on a grand piano, and she got everything perfect. And it was so funny because as she was doing the vows, a lawnmower started next door. Wait there. She went round there, she said, "I will mow the lawn myself tomorrow, but today it stops." She wanted it perfect. She's great. But this is what Adele is like. She's even after that, she surprised us. She took us to Vegas to see Celine Dion sing.
Wow.
And she's just an absolute star, a superstar as well, in person as everything. And we're there and we sneaked in the back. And there was this quite flamboyant gay in front of me, when you know I can't stand them. But it was so funny, because he didn't know she was behind, and he was going, "Celine! I love you, Celine! Celine!" And Adele went, "Shall I just whisper in his ear, hello?" He will be dead, you would kill him. But it was the most magical day, and she paid for everything. Wow. I said, "Please," you can't do this. And she went, "No, it's my trip." I mean, she loves Paul and everything. She's an absolute star.
And can afford it.
And can afford it, I know.
I mean, it was still a lovely gesture. Let's not worry about her too much at this point. I don't understand. We've talked about this, and I still don't know. So, do you live on a farm?
I don't live on a farm. Paul has a farm. And I go.
Is there no house on the farm?
There's a house on the farm. I love London. I love it. And obviously, I go to see him and everything like that, and I mince around in me wellies, that's enough. And I'm not... Do you know what the weird thing about the animal? I just can't stand the excessive eye contact when they're shitting. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, that's not me. I like, you know what I mean? I like espresso martini. I like, you know... So we have the best thing. He comes to London, I go down there and stuff. But, you know, it's all shit and death farm. And, you know, you see, like a cow, like, on its side. I'm like, it's having a kip, it's having a kip. Narcolepsy. So, I mean, yeah, so that's what the show's all about. It's everything that's happened in the last 4 years. I'm a very anecdotal comedian, so I have my book. And when it's full, I go on tour, and it's got all my wedding and what's happened and everything.
And now, we should also tell people that you're back on TV this spring with Epic Game Show.
Yeah.
And so it's classic game shows. Oh, there's one. So it's... How many did you revive?
Five. I've got to get this right, because I keep saying ones that I haven't revived, and people are going, oh. There's Take Your Pick, Play Your Cards Right, Strike It Lucky, Bullseye, Price is Right. So every night every Saturday we bring one new back, and it's been zhuzhed up.
Oh, wow, sounds fabulous.
It is, mate. It's really good. It's all filmed and it's all funny.
All right, that's the Epic Game Show, and of course, the tour, not again, Alan, which starts September the 5th. Alan Carr, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, it is time for music. This British singer-songwriter has been topping the charts for the last 8 years, earning 4 Grammys, 3 Brits, a Golden Globe, and even an Oscar along the way. Now back with their brand new single, To Die For, please welcome Sam Smith!
It is if everyone dies alone.
Does that scare you?
I don't want to be alone.
I look for you every day, every night. I close my eyes from the fear, from the light. As I wander down the avenue, so confused, guess I'll try and force a smile. Pink lemonade sipping on a Sunday, couples holding hands on the runway. They're all posing in a picture frame, whilst my world's crashing down. Solo shadow on the sidewalk, just want somebody to die for. Sunshine living on a perfect day, while my world's crashing down. I just want somebody to die for. I long for you, just a touch.
Does that scare you?
Of your hand, you totally my mind. Lonely days I'm feeling like a fool for dreaming. As I wander down the avenue, so confused, guess I'll try and force a smile. Pink lemonade sipping on a Sunday, couples holding hands on the runway. They're all posing in a picture frame, whilst my world's crashing down. Solo shadow on the sidewalk, just want somebody to die for. Sunshine living on a perfect day, while my world's crashing down. I just want somebody to die for. I just want somebody to die for. I just want somebody to die for.
Does that scare you?
I don't want to be alone.
Pink lemonade sipping on a Sunday. Couples holding hands. Oh, picture frame was my world crashing down. Side of perfect day while my world's crashing down. I just want somebody to die for. I just want somebody to die for.
Sam Smith, everyone, how beautiful was that? Come on over, dude. Sam Smith, band. Back in the Georgia. Thank you so much. It's a high heel. That's what it is. I thought I was grown. Sam, you know Alan. Oti Mabuse, Anna Kendrick, Justin Timberlake.
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
Good to see you. Hi, lovely to see you. Thank you.
just a bit. There we go.
Thank you.
So brand new for us. To die for.
Thank you.
It was
That
gorgeous.
was not gorgeous. That
Beautiful,
was...
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You have the most amazing voice.
So that single is out today.
Yes.
Yes,
today.
it is.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is on the album, this, which is also called To Die For, out on May the 1st, but you can pre-order it now, presumably.
You can.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
And listening to it, I wasn't sure whether, but the little voice recordings, the answering machine bits, what are they from?
Donnie Darko.
Oh.
It's basically a feature with Jake Gyllenhaal. Which is amazing.
Yeah, we got permission. Yeah, I didn't just nick them. Yeah, good.
Where did you?
He actually re-recorded it.
Wow,
Which is
that's so
amazing.
cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Really lovely of him.
Really
Very
nice.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah. Why did he have to re-record them?
All the legal stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know too much about it. I just sing.
I love that. I know.
No,
Yeah.
Sam's right. It's a licensing thing with the movie studios.
Oh, so it would have cost a fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Smart.
cheap.
Good on Jake.
Because, it's dramatic.
Yeah, it's
Very dramatic. And I'm so happy to bring out a depressing song on Valentine's Day, because I hate this day.
You touched a nerve. You touched a nerve. Now, you've met some people on the guide before. You met Anna at... Where did you meet Anna?
Well, if you didn't remember, I would certainly forgive you, but I met you at a very momentous moment for you. You won... I was backstage at the Grammys getting ready to present whatever the hell I was presenting. And you had just won Best New Artist at the Grammys. And Sam comes backstage and is kind of going... Do you know where I'm supposed to go? To me. And I am so, just blown away in this moment that, a person can win Best New Artist at the Grammys, and you think that they go off stage into just a pool of diamonds and roses and bottles and champagne, and instead it's just me, hi. It's just that girl from that thing I saw you in once, asking for directions.
I remember that so clearly.
Oh,
it was
no.
very weird.
Oh,
Very
God.
weird.
Well,
And
there it was.
And Oti, you've met Sam before.
Yeah. Oh, do you know? Yeah. Let me just first say, so I'm very new to this whole world. So whenever you meet famous people, as a girl from South Africa, I freak out. And so I saw Sam, and I was with Daisy Lowe, and we were out, and I was like, when I see Sam, I'm going to remain calm. I'm going to be like, hi, Sam, it's so nice to meet you. I love your music, and I always dance to it on Strictly. So Daisy's like, come on, I'll introduce you. I got there, and I said, hi, Sam, and then I started doing the Running Man. I was like, yeah, can you do this, Sam? Can you do that? And then you just looked at me like, bye.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I don't know what said Sam Smith, Running Man, do it right now.
I get it.
And actually, I must say, so Sam's got the new album on the 1st of May. Justin, are you planning more new music?
So much.
Okay. No, are you really?
No, I'm always in the studio.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe soon.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe soon.
And Sam Smith, you're off to Sydney, the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this.
So this is Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I'm doing Mardi Gras.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know what? It's like my first... I have friends in Australia, and I've always wanted to go. But the first time I'm going, I'm going to be singing. But it's going to be wild.
But it is bonkers then, because what time do you perform?
I start at 1 a.m.
That's, I mean...
I know, I'm going to be wasted.
But so will the audience, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be in good company.
It's going to be great.
I did Mardi Gras once.
Really?
Yeah, I was told I had a great time. Yeah, I don't remember it.
Have you been, Alan?
I've been to Australia, but I've never stayed for Mardi Gras.
No, nor have I.
Well, no, I haven't. Sorry, I'm not a complete stereotype. Sorry.
Yes, Sam.
Yeah. I have some welding to do. Oh, my God.
Sam, it's brilliant that you're back with new music. Thank you so much for performing that gorgeous track. Good luck with that, and good luck with the album and Mardi Gras. Sam Smith, everybody! That's nearly it, but before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who is there? How are you?
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be, sir. What's your name?
My name's Ross.
Ross, lovely. And where are you from, Ross?
I'm from St Albans, Hertfordshire.
St Albans in Hertfordshire. It's lovely, it's very nice.
Yeah.
OK, off you go with your story, sir.
OK, so together with my wife Sharon, we went on holiday last year to Greece, but we couldn't get to sleep very well for the first couple of days, so decided perhaps to go to a pharmacy and try and get some sleeping tablets. I went into the chemist and said, have they got this particular brand of sleeping tablet? And the man behind the counter there said to me, well, it's just for sleeping, isn't it? And I said, yes, I needed a couple just for the next couple of nights. And he said, well, as long as it's just for sleeping, he said, I've got these ones. They're not the brand you asked for, but if you take these will do the trick. So later on that evening, my wife and I went home, to the apartment, and we went to bed. My wife was playing on Facebook, which is what she likes to do before bed. And I thought, well, I'll take
Playing.
and so I thought, well, if I'm going to get a good night's sleep, then I'll take one of these sleeping tablets. So I popped one of those tablets, popped it in, and I said to Sharon, I said, would you like to have one as well? So we both get a really good night's sleep. We'll be fresh for the morning. So she took one as well, and...
Why didn't you just tell this story? She would have been right off.
Don't you listen to him. Keep going. Plow through.
So anyway, she's gone back to have a look in on the phone, and I've picked up the packet and thought, well, I'll have a little look at it, because they look very similar to the tablets I've had before. But then I looked at the packet, and I couldn't make the head tail of it, but I said, Sharon, well, have a look on the internet. Go on the internet, we'll tell you what it is. And so Sharon starts...
Wait, I need to know how this ends. Don't do it.
So she's typing in the name, and then she just went very quiet, and I said, well, what is it? She says, well, you've just given us both bloody Hypnol.
Tell more.
I want to hear the
Okay. But Hypnol is a sleeping tablet. The story makes no sense. Okay, bought the sleeping tablets. They gave us some. I know the end. Oh my God. Oh. Should we try one more? We have to try one more. Okay, this is the one. Okay. Hello, hi. Hi. Okay, the bar is low.
Good, I'm happy.
Is that Ross's brother?
They do look a bit alike. What's your name?
Toby.
And where are you from, Toby?
London.
London. And what do you do in London, Toby?
I'm in defence and security. I used to be in the Marines. I'm a good guy.
You're a good guy. Okay. Off you go with the story.
Okay, so quite a long time ago, I was working in Zimbabwe with an organisation called Operation Rally, and they do they run expeditions for young people. It was at the early stages of the expedition, and we were having some training on how to live out in the wild and to deal with the wildlife.
Yes.
And one of those perils out there were the snakes. So we had a special snake doctor come in from South Africa to come and teach us how to deal with the snakes. Now, Oti, I'm going to have to apologise because it's going to be a South African accent, which you might not recognise. Anyway, tall, old, bearded guy comes in, and he comes into the tented area where we all are waiting to have our lesson about snakes, and he goes, right, good morning, boys and girls, even though there's quite a lot of us in our 20s. I am going to teach you all about snakes. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Cock. Which clearly everyone just was stifling giggles and didn't know where to look, and they couldn't believe we actually had a snake doctor called Dr. Cock. But right, I don't want to be formal, so please just use my first name, Everard.
No. Boo! Okay, that really is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go with that red chair yourself and tell you a story, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Please say huge thank you to all my guests tonight. Sam Smith! Alan Carr! Oti Mabuse! Anna Kendrick! And Justin Timberlake! We're taking a short break, but we'll be back in April with a James Bond special. Meanwhile, do join me next week for a look back at some of the highlights from the series so far. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!